Sorry about the delay, guys. We are into the final game of the round of 16 from the King of the Mid tournament coming from UK.net. If we have a look at a quick roundup of what's happening today, so Shu has gone through. Remember, the round of 16 is the second column. Shu's gone through. He beat Ishigo. He'll be playing up against Dread Knight tomorrow. Also, Stephen 11 beat Mr. Mike, and he'll be playing up versus Hads in the quarterfinals. That will also be coming up tomorrow. On Wednesday, we will see Kamiyamiya going through versus Will, who beat Farah in the first game of the quarterfinals on Wednesday. And finally, it's going to be Watson's Water going through the winner of this game, which is Enk versus Goshawk. Let's have a quick look at the matchups for this one. So we had Invoker versus Lion, which is what we mentioned before. So Lion has the early advantage, and again, Invoker needs to try and take it late game, get those points in Exort, and get that burst damage available. Warlock versus Silencer is an interesting one. Warlock obviously has the heal and the burst damage after level 6, whereas Silencer could put that constant aggression on. So it would really go the way of Warlock later on, but Silencer early. And the Shrek versus eNigma, kind of a push strat. Some people say that eNigma wins it by default, but I don't know about that. With the exclusion of Soul Rings, it would be pretty hard for the eNigma. As you can see, Enk actually banning out the Warlock versus Silencer, and Goshawk took out the eNigma versus the Shrek lineup. So Enk will be playing up on the Lion on the Dire side, and Goshawk will be playing up on the Invoker on the Radiant side. Even though it says otherwise in that screen, that is the way it's happening in this game. So we see Goshawk, his courier works, it's pretty nice, and he will be going up for the Exort level 1, as well as having the Circlet for extra attributes. And it looks like he's sending his courier to scope out an Enk. He's going to get himself the Mantle of Intelligence to game 3 extra intelligence. Going to give him quite a nice last hitting power, 52 on him. But we do see 54 coming out from Invoker, so he does have the advantage going for the build he went. I just quickly have to type something here. Okay, so we're in the game. Now Goshawk is going to send the courier up to top. Imagine if he just picks up an Orb of Venom right now. That'd be amazing. Obviously doesn't have the money for it at the moment. But he's going to send the courier up to top. He's going to be scanning out the room with this one, hiding it in the trees very well. Wants to make sure that he doesn't get spotted by Enk, and Enk is going to send his. I believe he's going to send it bottom. Indeed he is. So both players using their couriers effectively. We still haven't had anyone really try and scope... Thank you, Enk. So we haven't really seen any players going for courier snipes when they've been checking the runes early on. Which is pretty interesting, because they do have a lot of time before the matchup actually begins. So we have 10 seconds out until the creep spawns. The Foghorn will sound. How can these players do against each other?
Battle begins.
So Enk not choosing to skill anything yet. He could go for the Earth Spike. He will do so. That really is the only logical choice you have at level 1. But it's going to be 60 damage as well as a 1.02 second stun, which is so weird. Not sure why the 0.02 makes a difference, but apparently that's on every level. And Goshawk, he's going to have that Exort, so obviously more last hitting power for him. And this creep is going to walk forward very quickly, so this is going to push in the way of Enk, and
All things fall.
Not quite sure what that Earth Spike was all about. But in Ankh we trust. Maybe not after that Earth Spike. But go with 2 for 1 compared to 0-1 of Enk after the first wave. And the lane is definitely pushing towards Enk's tower right now, so this could be a lot of pressure coming to the tower if he doesn't kill these creeps off as fast as possible. Especially with Goshawk just pushing the lane with his auto attacks and trying to get every single last hit denied that he possibly can. For 2 for 1 coming from both players now. There's going to be the Earth Spike denied coming out from Enk. Nice play. And he has gone for the point in mana drain, so we'll be able to start draining Goshawk's mana. And this is a problem that Goshawk really can have. I'm not going to get that last hit either. So level 2, we do see Invoke actually coming out from Goshawk here rather than Quaz, which is a bit of an interesting choice. So he's not really going to use this Invoke at level 1, I'd imagine. He might try and game himself Sunstrike early, but it's not going to do much for him at all, especially if I need level 1 Exort. I believe the damage is very small. It's only going to be 100 pure damage. And it is pure damage, so it is significant. It's better than the Earth Spike damage, which is 60 before resistances. And there goes the mana drain coming out on Goshawk, but it's really not going to do much. And there comes the Sunstrike as well. Not going to hit. Enk saw that one being cast by Goshawk there, who will now pick up his point in Quaz. And Enk's going to use his healing salve. So we're looking on terms of gold, so... Where's the courier? Okay, courier's down here. Currently sitting with just a brace of recipe for Goshawk. So that will be coming out soon, as he keeps going in strength. Another stun coming out by Enk. Not choosing to do the mana drain this time. He's a little bit too afraid of what spells Goshawk can follow up with. But Enk does now have level 2 in that Earth Spike. And he's going to have to start draining mana soon, as this is very costly spell. How much is the mana right now? 120 mana for 130 damage. It's a nice trade-off, but at the same time, and the rune is going to be bottom. Scared out by Enk there. He will see it's a region rune, so he'll happily go down and pick that one up whenever he can. And Goshawk did check the top room, and nothing was there. Another Earth Spike into mana drain coming out from Enk, and he will get enough mana to be able to cast Earth Spike once more. Now that mana drains up to 2, it will drain 40 mana per second. And there comes his bottle on its way. Meanwhile, Goshawk is already tanking up. He's got the bracer. This is exactly like he played the... I believe he was against Lion yesterday when he played Lion versus Necrolite. He just tanked up as early as possible. He didn't want to get burst down. And you can see Enk is putting constant pressure on top of Goshawk with those Earth Spikes. But plenty of regions still on Goshawk. He's got a salve as well as another tango. Now Enk's going to get himself that regen rune. Goshawk might actually just scare it out with a Sunstrike. He doesn't have it invoked at the moment. I doubt he would, though. It's very mana dependent. And Goshawk going for a smart choice here. He's going to pick up a magic stick. He knows that Enk's going to be spamming out the mana drain as well as the F spot whenever they're basically off cooldown. Especially now that he's got that bottle as well. So bottle picked up by Enk. He's going to give him a lot of health from mana regen. There we go. Earth Spike coming out as well. He's actually going to drain the range creep. I'm waiting to hear the lag coming out in all chat. It could happen.
Hands off.
No Enk. Up to level 4 still. Same as Invoker. The XP is pretty much even at this point. 12 for 8 coming out on last hits for Enk compared to the 8 for 8 coming out from Goshawk. So having a slight advantage. And once again, that Earth Spike coming out as well as the mana drain. Cancels it immediately though. But however, getting 40 mana per second. He gets 1 second's worth. So basically got himself 30 mana. As he spent 10 to use it. And there's Goshawk's magic wand. So going to give himself a lot more regen just because of that. Burst heal, basically. For both his health and his mana. Which is going to basically put the mana drain a little bit more useless for Enk. Spike onto the creeps that time. And now you can see 1 stick charge already there. And every charge gives him 15 health and mana per charge he has. Use it, gets 15 health and mana back. So you can go up to a max of 15. Get yourself a lot more health and mana. On Canary, I call him Monk. God damn it, I'm going to get a flame for that one. And Canary will pick himself up an illusion rune in the bottle. Basically just using that one to refill all his mana. And again, not really much aggression coming out. Enk is really waiting until he gets that Finger of Death at level 6. 600 damage to Enk, basically. And there comes the Cold Snap from Goshawk, and that's a lot of burst as well. There is a Sunstrike available in a second. The illusion rune will be used. In fact, Goshawk choosing not to invoke the Sunstrike. Didn't want to use that mana. And Enk uses the illusion rune. We'll be able to last it a little bit more effectively with this one. So there we go, 18 for 8 compared to the 14 of 10. So don't know who's getting in the way of Goshawk at the moment, but Enk really leading the way of last hit. So a little bit more richer at the same time. He can afford Magic Wand there if he wants it. He can afford boots as well. And Goshawk still has nothing on the courier himself. Now sitting on 420 gold. I'm guessing he's going to go for a second bracer, or maybe start building towards those drums just to help tank up a little bit more. The drum's definitely going to help him out with the attack speed that Invoker really relies on. There we go. Another drain going to come out any second. In fact, the right clicks are coming. Enk wants to use the finger, but Goshawk switching to Quaz, going to use the magic wand and start to regen up. Now Enk really has to be aggressive soon. He wants to get the finger off. He might want to wait till level 7 to get that extra 60 damage on Earth Spike though. But he just has to keep on harassing Goshawk down to be able to bring him low enough to get that finger off. So obviously Goshawk currently has 800 HP. The Finger of Death does do 600 before reductions as it is magical. Now the illusion's checking the top rune. He'll know it's not there. He's going to fight a double damage bottom. And this is pretty big for Enk. This is one that he can definitely win the matchup with. Well, I say win the matchup. Get the first kill with. He's going to pick up his boots now. But he does have a double damage rune bottle, so he should start spamming out these Earth Spikes pretty soon. Just get Invoker as low as possible. He's going to drop his branches on the floor as he brings out his boots. I'm guessing there's wards. Yep, there is wards as well on those. And there comes the DD. So now Goshawk knows he has to be careful. Doesn't want to get caught by this DD Lion. There's the Earth Spike. Just going to hit on the creeps. He wants to try and push the lane out. But there comes the Cold Snap from Goshawk. Only manages to get one extra proc of it though. And then able to back himself off. And DD Room really hitting hard on Goshawk now. He's going to switch to Quas, get that 13 regen, which is huge for him at this point. He's got level 4 up in the Quas compared to the 2 of Exort. There we go. Some more right clicks coming. No finger going to come out this time. Now he uses the stick charges wisely so. Also has his cloak thrown in. So Goshawk playing exactly the same way he played yesterday. Just tanking up as early as possible versus Lion and making sure that he can't get burst down this early. And Enki's still throwing the aggression down. DD Rune has worn off, unfortunately. He's going to get cold snapped up once, but not going to be able to do anything with it. Enki really wants to throw that finger down, but he's just not finding the opening on Goshawk. He needs a lane to push towards him. Now he's going to ward up. I think what's he going to buy next? Might go into some phase boots, get some extra right clicking power coming down. Definitely doesn't need the arcanes in this matchup. I'm guessing Goshawk is going to wait till he gets the level 4 up in the Exort. He should level it up now. In fact, now he's going to go second point in vote now. And there you go, Forge Spirits. This is exactly what I was going to say. Once he gets level 4 in both Exort and Quas, he can get double Forge Spirits.
Methinks you wanted that.
That would really help him out in the matchup. Combine that with a cold snap and a Sunstrike. It's really going to hurt on Henk, but Henk has a haste rune now. And if you could bait out the cold snap from Goshawk, he might be able to find himself something here. All he needs is the mana for... Well, he needs a bit more mana at the moment to get possibly 2 Earth Spikes. He could Earth Spike into Mana Drain and then use the finger. Oh, not going to hit on Goshawk though. And that's pretty costly. But level 3 up in Mana Drain, so it's going to be 60 mana per second at the moment. And here comes the Magic Wand coming out for Enk. Even though he has some branches already dropped, he's going to buy another one. There's Ace through Enk. He's already bottling up. He wants to go aggressive. Cold Snap straight to the face by Goshawk. And he could have possibly gone a bit further with that one. As soon as the Cold Snap worn off. Goshawk is just going to switch himself over to Quas. Keep on regenerating up. And this early cloak is really helping him out. Enk just can't find the burst, it seems. He's going to kill himself a Forge Spirit and get 41 extra gold for that. The haste rune has worn off and Enk is really starting to struggle in this lane. Goshawk playing it very smartly and tanking up here. And Enk just needs to push, but Goshawk, he's going to get the killing power soon. Now he's going to mana drain on the range creep once more. His Goshawk's going to cheekily deny it. Stop as much mana regen coming into Enk as he can. Smart play, Dota. And there goes the cold snap again. We could see the Sunstrike coming down from Goshawk. Enk's going down the river. Sunstrike, he's trying to dodge it, Enk, and oh, he nearly hits on him. Walking around like a headless chicken, trying to dodge that one, and does do so successfully. So he's going to pick up another one of his branches, try and tag himself up. He needs to get some mana back, but now he's finding it really hard to approach this lane. Goshawk, he's going to check 10-minute rune top. It's not going to be there. It is going to be an invis rune bottom. And then can do a lot with this one. However, he can only use one bottle charge after he pops the invis. And that's not going to give him enough mana to do stuff. As, of course, it gives you 70 mana per charge, so it's going to put him on 220. He needs 370 to pull off his full combo. With his magic stick, it's still not going to be enough. Goshawk now. Nearly up to level 9, so we will see that third level in Exort coming out. Where the hell's Enk gone? Enk's walking back to base. He wants to use this invis rune as effectively as possible. So he wants to get all his mana back, and he knows this is do or die in this kill. If he doesn't get some sort of advantage now, then he's just not going to win this lane anymore. Level 3 up now in Exort, so these Forge Spirits. They're going to get a bonus damage, bonus armor, bonus health as well. Exort giving him all of those. And we'll be looking on Enk. So Enk's picked himself up in no talismans for some extra right click. He's going to be very aggressive into his middle lane. Spike going straight up on top of Goshawk, and there comes the mana drain once more. Cold Snap going to interrupt it though. And that's a lot of damage coming out on Enk. Enk really struggling to survive that one, and that's the 4 levels in Quas. Just giving him so much burst. Look at Enk's health already. He's really struggling to get close to Goshawk now. He's going to throw another Earth Spike, but again, all that Goshawk will do is switch himself up to Quas. He'll try and survive. Invis rune now used on Enk. Goshawk won't have seen this. Didn't quite have the vision for it. Goshawk's completely out of mana for a cold snap. And there we go, the finger's going to come out. It's just not going to be enough damage. Actually, not right clicking at all is Enk. A little bit too worried about the Forged Spirits. With some right clicks, he may have been able to do a bit more than that. And he's got another spike. He will throw it out now, but again, no right click. He's just going to do the mana drain. He's going to make sure Goshawk cannot follow up with anything like a cold snap. And Goshawk will use his healing salve. With our 2 braces as well as the cloak, he's able to tank up all of this damage coming out from Lion. And I do think Enk is just run out of options now. He needs to get himself a Veil of Discord if he wants to burst the Invoker down, but that's a lot of money that he'll have to put into that one. And even then, he might not be enough. He's going to find himself a regen rune now. He'll be very happy with that one. Goshawk has been out of mana for quite a while. Now, what's Invoker saving for? So Goshawk has got 1,000 gold. Enk's really not sitting on much at the moment. Only 400 for him.
Demised.
Shout out to Dread Knight. If Goshawk can throw, Goshawk will throw. Talking about some epic 10 plays here. But people in the chat are saying this one's over. I don't think it is yet. Smart play coming out from Enk. And throws coming out from Goshawk. As well as the possibility of a Veil of Discord coming out from Enk as well. Could turn his matchup. But he's just got to find the time to get there. And maybe by that time it'll be a little bit too late. As Invoker will have the levels he needs. He's got 4 points up in both Quaz and Exort now. So level 2 Forge. Well, I always say level 2 Forge Spirits. Level 4 Forge Spirits, if you will, but there's 2 of them. So, yeah, it's pretty big. Enk is going for the second choice win here. He's going to try and push the tower. His tower's still on full health, whereas Goshawk's is down to 800 now. So if we are going to see a pushing strat coming out from Enk, it's going to be a long game. I think he deserves it now, Dread. He's going to get timed out, but we do see a cold snap coming out from Goshawk now. At the same time, a spike being thrown out by Enk. Dagon's another option. He's just going to spike up the Forge Spirits there. Really struggling to stay alive in this matchup. The Forge Spirits are now going to both go check the runes and deny them if Enk goes anywhere near him. Really wants to put down Enk's health regen at the moment, does Goshawk. But Goshawk as well, he needs some more mana at the moment to be able to do anything. Rune's going to spawn bottom. It's going to be a haste rune, which the Forge Spirit is sitting on top for the moment. He's just going to deny it. Doesn't want Enk gain that haste rune. As far as last hits goes, definitely going away Goshawk at the moment. 63 for 25. Compared to the 42 and 11 coming in from Lion.
Denied.
And Goshawk carries on winning this last hit battle, and Enk is... You can tell he's starting to get frustrated. He's so far behind at the moment. He's about a full level behind, and he's 20 creeps behind, even more than that right now. And Goshawk still sitting on his gold. He got some power treads brought up to him. But he has 1,000 more gold on top of that. Could go for the Hood of the Fire to give him even more spell resistance. And Enk definitely needs to build towards the Veil of Discord if he wants any hope of winning this matchup now. Otherwise, he's just going to have to push. Maybe get him Mjolnir. Or a Maelstrom even. This is exactly what we saw earlier on. I'm just going to burn all the mana from the Forge Spirits and no more armor reduction coming out from that Mountain Strike. In fact, Lion only has 4 armor as it is, so... Pretty vulnerable to those Forge Spirits. Especially with 2 of them on the field. But if you don't have any mana... In fact, they regen mana so fast. Wow. Did not realise they had so much mana regen. That's crazy. Enk carry on to follow that aggression down. And look at the damage coming out from those Forge Spirits as well as the Cold Snap. But Goshawk never overcommitting. And what's he got flying out now? It's going to be his Drums of Endurance. Exalt from the UK community. Oh dear.
Short-sighted of you.
Another spike coming out from Enk as well as the mana draining. Goshawk is really struggling to keep his mana pool up here. The drums will help him out a bit more. The rune's going to spawn bottom. It's going to be Illusion. Forge Spirits once again going to deny that one. He's giving Enk absolutely no room at all to get runes in this game. And he wants to stop Enk from pushing. As well as regenerating up his health. And now Goshawk, being so out of mana, he's going to head himself back to base. Has picked up those drums now. And he's going to want to start looking for a kill on Enk. 16 minutes into the game, 79 last hits on Invoker, 50 coming up, 51 coming the way of Enk. So definitely ahead of gold right now is Goshawk. And also levels. Level 11 on Invoker, still level 10 on the Lion. And he's just going to try and burn the mana from the Forge Spirits, but at the same time he's going to take so much damage from them. They do 56 damage each, and they reduce the armor every hit they do on a hero. I very nearly said champion there, but don't tell anybody. Would have been bad.
No.
I actually played the game of League of Legends today. That was pretty fun. And I just didn't play it again because I realised how bad the game is. It always comes around. I'll just play one game every now and again, and really regret my decision and then never want to play the game again. And about a month later, I'll do it again. But then Goshawk, so he has himself those power treads, he has the drums, he has the cloak, he has enough tank to survive versus Enk's burst now. Enk really has to think of another strategy if he wants to bring this match towards himself. Whether he's going to go for a push, whether he's going to go for a veil. Still to be questions, how much does a veil actually cost? That's what I'm interested in. It costs 26.50, so he's not the most expensive item in the world. He's actually going to complete his power treads instead though. And he's going to get cold snap the moment he comes back into the lane, and those forged spirits just keep on locking him down. We see 5 levels up in that in Quas now for Goshawk. That means that Enk's going to take so much burst. He's going to try a mana drain evoker, but only for half a second. Nice to know, Quell. Nice to know. There's cold snap again. This should be the death of Enk. First blood could go away, and this is going to go the way of Goshawk. And Enk's going to call the GG. So Enk not being able to kill Goshawk early enough, so Enk will go out from the game and Goshawk will advance himself through to the next round. So stay tuned tomorrow, guys, because we will have the quarterfinals coming up. If I quickly check what games we actually have, we're going to have... that's not the right screen. And the first game we're going to have tomorrow will be Dread Knight going up... Wait, did Dread Knight go through? Or did Karma go through? I don't remember. Yeah, Dread Knight went through. Dread Knight will be going up against Shu. That one will be at 8 PM tomorrow. And Stephen 11 will be going up at Hads, and that one will be around about 9:30. Or we might have a delay on that game. So guys, we will see you all on the live stream tomorrow for the first matches of the quarterfinals and the first best of threes. Thanks for watching today. I've been Rabbit, and this has been UK.net's King of the Mid Tournament. I shall see all of you tomorrow.